is underway from Newberry, the number one in the rankings in Region 4 in Class D, Gaylord St. Mary's, against number 4 ranked Lakeland and Hubbell Lakes. Just edging out Atlanta at the last minute. Some very unique circumstances. First and 10 for Gaylord. Steve Nowak is the quarterback. He switches it back into the running room. There he goes. Down to the 40, 30-yard line. The force out of bounds. There we go. Right away. For Gaylord. That's Dwayne Kuzelniak. And on the first play from Skivers, boy, did he pick him up and lay him down.
Crying out loud, Norm, he's 5'10", 150-pound sophomore. I don't believe it. A 30-yard run, just like that.
So, Gaylord on the move already. Ball inside of the 35, marked at the Lakeland and 34-yard line. Here's Nowak calling the signals. He goes to the left, pitch out to the left to Kuzelniak. He tries the left side, fights his way down inside. There's a bump on the plate, and I think Lake Linden is recovered. Let's see what happened here. Let's not be presumptuous, but according to this, the Lakes have recovered the fumble. Fumble right on the 30-yard line, and Lake Linden has recovered. It's a first and 10 for the Lakes.
How about that? After that big run by Gaylord St. Mary's, Lake Linden now has possession with just minutes, not even a minute played. Look at that, 11:26 with the clock running in the first quarter. Lake Linden takes possession for the first time.
And we've already had two exciting plays, the long run and now the fumble, and the Lakes take over. Calling the signals, Troy Londo for the Lakes. Man in motion, to the left. Handoff goes to the right, up the gut. Number 44, Mark Gillis, the big boy, with a gain of about 6 on the play. Drives the ball over to 35 to about the 38-yard line.
Lake Linden with very little practice coming into this game, going back to the same game plan.
Second down. At second and 3. They're marking it an 8-yard gain, second and 2. Second and 2, ball marked at the 38-yard line. Lake Linden Lakes just recovered a fumble on their own 30. After it appeared that Gaylord St. Mary's is on the run. Here's a pitch out, left side. Finding a little bit of running room is Robbie Cobb. Over to 50, down to the 48. Fumble. St. Mary's recovers. Oh, he had picked up a first down, and then he fumbled on the 48-yard line.
Cobb with a nice run and coughing up the ball. Oh, boy, look at that. 2 turnovers that fast. The weather's a factor today, but not necessarily.
Robbie Cup on a 14-yard gain and then fumbled the football.
All right, come on, let's move it.
I don't know if it's the weather or the hard hitting that's caused those 2 turnovers thus far here early in the game. But at any rate, St. Mary's gets the ball back on their own 48-yard line. Handoff left side, John O'Neill, and he stopped after a gain of a yard or 2.
Brought down immediately by number 75, Jason Mack.
Let's call it a gain of... I'm going to call it a gain of 1 on the play. Second down and 9.
Well, Norm, when you make it to the playoffs, you know it's going to be tough.
This is playoff football.
Wow.
Maybe not at its best execution-wise, but certainly excitement-wise. The officials time out down in the field. So the Snowbirds took the opening kickoff, a long gainer down to about the 35-yard line of the Lake. In the ensuing play, a fumble. The Lakes recovered, had a 20-yard drive of their own, stalled on a fumble, too. Here's a left side pitch out, and tackle in the backfield was Kuzelniak, and he was brought down on about the 46-yard line.
Smacked hard, James Carradine. He's a 5'9", 138-pound junior, 138 pounds, and hit him hard.
Loss of 4 on the play, Tim. It's third down and 11.
Boy, the Lake Linden Lakes are fired up for this one.
9.5 minutes left to play here in the opening quarter. We're coming to you from Newberry. It's state playoff football. Big third down play. The quarterback, Steve Nowak, goes back in the pocket, rolls to the right now. He's looking at the ball. He's tackled in the backfield. He's sacked on his own 36-yard line.
Jason Jerva with a little help from Sean Norton in there to make the tackle.
They just got Jerva back. He's been on the injured list for many weeks. And they just got him back. A loss of 12 on the play. As a matter of fact, they just got Bingham back. Bingham has been out since the Calumet game with a bad knee. That's the game we did first.
Yeah, that's the first game of the season.
He came back against Hancock, and that was his first game in 6 weeks.
Boy, you've got a healthy Lake Linden team. Anybody's in trouble against them, I'll tell you.
Okay, back to punt for Gaylord. Number 4, Crumbach. Ted Crumbach. There's a short kick. Bounces at midfield. Gaylord lets it roll dead, and then they down the ball at the 46-yard line. The Lakes take over. Not bad field position at their own 46.
How about that? The ensuing fumble, as you said, but Gaylord St. Mary's unable to go anywhere against Lake Linden.
So we have 8.5 minutes left to play here in the opening quarter. There's no score. This is Class D pre-regional football. I don't know what that means. I think I could come up with a better name if you give me a minute or two.
All right, we will.
How about first regional? You know? White's a handoff right side. Mark Gillis, the ball carrier. He jumped out of bounds after picking him up on 3 yards on the play.
He had him and he let him go.
About the 48-yard line. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 7.
John Beveridge, a 5'7", 135-pound senior coming over there to make the tackle. Boy, he scooted over pretty fast to stop him.
Temperature very comfortable, really. There's a little bit of wind, but the temperature in the 40s.
Good football weather.
Mid-40s, and there's a slight drizzle out there.
In fact, there's rain dripping in my coffee.
Troy Londo calling the plays. Man in motion to the left. Number 32 is Robbie Cup. There's a handoff. Finding some running room is Gillis, and he's got close to first down. But there's a flag on the play.
Flags everywhere.
It looks like it came from the Lake Linden backfield. It could be a holding call in Lake Linden. It is.
Sure enough, Norm. Sure enough.
Nullify the first down.
Okay, same as last night. We've got Gaylord St. Mary's fans in front of us, and Lake Linden's across the field, so the cheering you hear is going to be opposite of what we want to hear.
That comes from the point of...
The point of infraction will be holding, but holding wasn't a bat. It was after the play. The play had been stopped.
So
here they go.
After the game.
Yep.
So actually, that'll bring up now... to get the down over. Will they get the down over? No. Or do they? Yeah.
Yeah, they will with the penalty. It'll remain 2nd down, but it's going to make
12 yards.
The yardage that much more difficult. So it'll be 2nd and 12. That's a 5-yard penalty.
I guess what I'm saying is, it's better than it happening from the line of scrimmage, because that would have nullified the entire game.
Yes.
So 2nd and 12. The ball is marked now 30, 40. Where's the marker there? About the 35-yard line. Handoff right up the gut. No gain on the play.
He might have picked up a yard, but boy, that's a tough D there. They stopped him. He wasn't going anywhere.
Dan Schmidt, the ball carrier for the Lakes. That brings up a 3rd and 10 now. 3rd and 10. We have 6:45. The clock is running here in the first quarter. No score between Lake Linden and Gaylord. Troy Londo, the quarterback, setting up the backfield for you. We got Cup and Mark Gillis. Bob Bingham. Handoff. No. Rolling to the left is Londo. He finds a little running room. Works his way down to the 40. Forced out of bounds inside the 40 to 38. And there's no flag on the field. It's going to be a first down.
Right now, Long, can he scoot? Can he motor? Do you see those legs flying on him? My goodness.
Gain of 15 on the play and a first down, and marks the ball at the 39-yard line of St. Mary's.
The legs flying everywhere. 5'11", 178 pounds, and a real nice run coming around the left end.
We have 6:20 left to play here in the first quarter. Troy Londo, the quarterback, just picked up a first down. There's a fumble on the play as Gillis was met right at the line of scrimmage. He recovers his own fumble. No, it's number 32, Robbie Cup.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, a little miscue on the handoff there, but Cup alertly hung on to the ball and just pounced on it. So we ended up with same difference. 2nd and 11. They're going to call it a loss of 1, but Lake Linden retains possession.
So let's call it a 2nd and 11. And the ball at the 40-yard line of the Gaylord Snowbirds. The Lake Linden Lakes rolling out to the right. Pitch out. Picked up by Gillis finds a little bit of running room, and it looked like it was going to be a big gainer. Turned out to be a big stopper for St. Mary's after a gain of only about 3.
I'll tell you what, they stopped him on that, but Gaylord St. Mary's is aware of that wide pitch. When Londo takes a round and he throws that ball out there, they were in the backfield. They almost picked that ball off.
They got to watch it. Gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd down.
Come on, defense!
3rd and 8. Ball at the 37-yard line. Handoff right side. Gap with Robbie Cup. Gain of maybe a yard on a play, or at least he just got back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up a 4th down. And I don't think they're going to punt. They may try the field goal, or they may try to go for it. Last night, of course.
No, we don't have great field conditions. They're much better than last night, but every time you had the ball last night on 4th down, they went for it because the field conditions were so bad.
Let's be realistic. A 54-yard field goal in high school, Norm?
Well, okay, so they miss it and they get the ball on the 20.
Well, they're not going to punt. They're going to go for the 1st down.
Here's a pass on the left side. It's complete. Tim Boyd. Coda Bowles is Blake Carroll at the 5-yard line. What a bang-bang pass play. And the Lakes would convert on another big
How about
play.
How about that? What do you think? 4th down, you got to go for it. They're not going to punt. Wide open. He was wide open. Beautiful pass by Londo.
Londo to Perro for a gain of 30 and a 1st down. And they mark the ball now. Let's see where they're going to mark it on the 7-yard line. That's a 1st and goal from Gaylord 7. We have 4:20 left to play in the 1st quarter. There's no score.
Boy, aren't we glad these guys made it. They were in 5th, now they're in 4th. They're in 1st place with us.
Troy Londo, the quarterback for the Lakes. The ball marked at the 7. Here's a keeper. Londo, he does hand it off there. Touchdown. Touchdown, Lake Linden. Robbie Cup, what a fake handoff. I didn't know who had the ball.
Beautiful. What a move by Londo. In the backfield, he had everybody moving the wrong way. He had us faked out, and he gives it off to Robbie Cup. And Robbie Cup went through a couple of tacklers and stands up in the end zone. Touchdown, Lake Linden.
The Lakes move out in front, 6-0 here with 4:15 left to play. Okay, they're going for the, looks like they're going to go for the 2-point conversion here. He goes back to pass. And the pass is intercepted. So they point after the 2-point conversion attempt is no good. We'll take a break here. The score with 4:15 left in the opening quarter. The Lake Linden Hubbell Lakes 6. And St. Mary's and Gaylord nothing. 36-yard line for number 81 for Gaylord falls on it. And that's Jim Jeffers. And it's not Jim Jeffers from Painesville either. They picked up a good 5 on that play, so it'll be 2nd and 4. He got back on.
Okay, the Lakes got to fire up our D. They cannot let down. They cannot let down. I mean, let's go. Let's keep that D hopped up.
Back to pass. Nowak fires it downfield. He's going to man open.
Oh, boy, what a pass.
11-yard line to number 4, Ted Clumbox.
What a pass. A beautiful spiral. That was a pro league pass. Wow. Oh, boy, look what they're up against. What a pass was that. A beautiful pass pattern right down the middle. That was a 40-yard pass on a beautiful spiral. We know why they're number 1. Gaylord St. Mary's. Right down there in Lake Linden territory.
Down on the 15-yard line. No, the 20, aren't they? Yeah, they're at the 20-yard line. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for Gaylord. Nowak pitches out to the right, and hitting the backfield was Dwayne Kosilniak. And who's the man that got the initial contact? Number 44, Mark Gillis. 76 also in on the play for the Lake Linden Lakes, Jason Gerba.
Yeah, they got to stop him now after that pass pattern. I mean, St. Mary's, boom, just like that after a touchdown, you think they'd be, hurt. Boom, right back.
Nowak calls those signals, goes back in the pocket, fires it up, and it is incomplete.
Almost intercepted.
The intended receiver on the play was number 4, Ted Crumbach, who caught that 30-yard pass. but Perro nearly intercepted it.
Yeah, where was
He fell down on
that
a
one?
pass by
No, the condition, it is slippery out there. It's wet. It is raining. Not as bad as last night, but it's raining. So, the receiver did slip. Almost intercepted by the Lakes. However, Gaylord St. Mary's retains possession.
3rd and 16. The ball at the 25, 26-yard line. Reverse. In the tackle made on Ted Clumback by, who was that, number 88? Rich Bezzy. He spelled that reverse all the way. Big loss on the play.
Did he ever? Bezzy bursting through there. 6'1", 189-pound sophomore.
Loss of 11 on the play, and that brings the ball all the way back to the 37-yard line.
Wow, look at that. Way to go, Rich. Nice play.
That'll bring up a 4th down. 27. And 27.
And they're going to punt.
And they go back to punt. Short punt. Bounces once and it just kind of dies there. And the ball is down on the 15-yard line. The Lakes don't have the good field position right now, but more importantly, they stopped the drive of Gaylord St. Mary's after that long pass, Bill.
Hey, Big D, that pass kind of shook him up a little bit, and the Lake Linden defense is fired up. Stallone set back in motion, and Londo took the ball himself right up the middle. Excellent call by Coach Warner.
2nd and 1. Ball at the 20-yard line. Lake Linden out in front, 6-0. Looking for a first down here. There's a play, but Mark Gillis has the football, and he's moving with it down inside the 50, forced out of bounds at about the 45-yard line, but there's a flag on the play. It could be against the Lakes.
Oh, yeah.
I think
They're imploring the referee that I didn't do it. We're not going to say who it is.
Holding.
Oh, boy. Sure enough. Son of a gun. A real nice run by Gillis. Gillis just took her down the right side of the field, but all for naught on a holding call.
Did you see what he picked when he headed that ball off to Gillis? He just followed the line of scrimmage, looking for an opening in the line. As soon as he found it, shoot.
Like a jet.
Yeah.
Mark Gillis, just an excellent runner, and he showed a lot of smarts there.
To drive alive.
That's right.
First period stats, Gaylord 5 yards on his own, 40 yards in the air. Lakes with 67 yards on his own and 30 yards in the air.
Here's the handoff to Gillis, and he's got enough for the first down. I don't see any flags, and it is a first down for the Lake Linden Hubbell Lakes.
All right, they made it. Okay. After that, Lake Linden Lake player with his helmet off. That's Gillis. But he's back in there. He's right up right away. I mean, he's the workhorse of this team. There's no question about that. The big number 44, Mark Gillis, on a town again, but it gave Lake Linden the first down, and the all-important first down.
8-7 on the play. The ball marked at the 27-yard line. Pitch out. Gillis, left side. Finds somebody over to 30, 35, 37-yard line, and another first down for Lake Linden.
Crying out loud, he puts his head down when he's going to be tackled and his shoulders down, and he'll knock that guy over.
He reached after he was tackled, but he had enough forward progress where he reached where he landed with the ball, but the referee would have nothing to do with it. He pulls the ball back, and now they're going to have to measure for it and see if they did get the first down. He had enough when he...
If they did or he did, I mean, I'm so glad Lake Linden made it. You know, I mean, it was hundredths of a point. And they turned it around, and it wasn't Atlanta's fault, but Lake Linden's in there. They deserve to be here.
And they're just inches shy of the first down. And what happened was an opponent of Atlanta, which was in 4th place in the computer rankings, had played another team. Neither one of them had reported the change in the schedule to the state, and they didn't find out until after the season was over when they fed the results of that game into the computer. Lo and behold, Atlanta falls to 5th.
Yeah, nothing to do with Atlanta. They didn't do anything wrong.
No, that's
Lake Linden, a real nice ball club here, going up the number 1 rank here in their division, Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds.
8-6 on the play. 10:32 left, second quarter. Lake Linden leads 6-0. They have moved the ball now over the, I don't know, where are they putting the markers these days? 40, 45, 47-yard line. There we go.
Okay, Dan Schmidt into the game for the Lakes.
Schmidt is in. Londo is the quarterback. Follows the signals. Man in motion. Here's a handoff. Left side, Gillis. Let him go. He's got a goal. 30, 25, 20, and he's tripped up at the 15-yard line.
Number 14 for Gaylord St. Mary's. That's Dwayne. Another Polish name. Who cares? Stopped him. Almost a touchdown. Almost a touchdown by Lake Linden, but no. What a run by Gillis. Gillis.
38-yard run for the Lake Linden Lakes Gillis, and that puts the ball down on the 12, let's see, 10, 15, 16-yard line. Where did this drive start, Bill? I know at one point they were down around their 10 or 11-yard line after that penalty.
Well, it started about where they are now because it was last quarter and they were down at that end of the field.
But it's going the other way. So Lake Linden is threatening, and I'm not going to say Gillies again. It's Gillis. I've been corrected 1,000 times. We've got all kinds of Polish names on Gaylord St. Mary's. There's a timeout on the field.
You got that right.
Well, okay, we're just going to keep it right here, because Lake Linden is threatening, and there's 9:56 left to play in the second quarter. Lake Linden on top, 6-0, and they're moving the ball.
And it's slightly damp out here again today. See that again. Somebody ripped off Mr. Norm's sweatshirt last night. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
I can believe that, too.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff. Gillis up the middle, running room. For the goal! Touchdown. No flags on the play. Gillis, did he find an opening, and then he created the rest of it.
Oh, boy, he just broke through that line. Then he scooted left, and he's such a powerful runner. He took it to the end zone standing up. Boy, oh boy, Lake Linden just taking it to the number one ranked in this division. Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds wondering what's going on.
How many yard run was that?
15.
15-yard run for Gillis. And let's see, they're going to go for the 2-point
15-yard run, touchdown. Here they go for the 2-pointer.
12-0, Lake Linden ahead. Here's
Londo
faking a pass. Then he throws it. Cool! It's good. 2-point conversion for the Lakes.
Oh, boy, the contingency on the far side of the field. That's Lake Linden. They're on top.
Did you see Londo move to his left?
Oh.
He faked the pass. Then he started to run. Then he spotted the man in the end zone. And he hit the man right on the end line of the end zone.
That's it. He froze everybody. I mean, Londo was going to run. I mean, he was going to pass, then he started to run. He froze everybody on defense, then he found the open receiver.
Yeah, what a tremendous job by Carroll, the receiver, to keep. He has to have both feet in bounds.
That's the 2 points they wanted. It's 14-0, Lake Linden on top. And there they are, the Lake Linden Pep Band. And here we are from Newberry.
Lake Linden Lakes Pep Band here this afternoon. The Cinderella team of Class D Region 4, the Lake Linden Hubbell Lakes, getting into the playoffs at the last moment. They had all their equipment put away as
what did Warner say?
That's the saying of the year. He says, we don't even have air in the football.
And it was true. The equipment was put away.
Hockey. We're thinking hockey.
They hadn't played last week. They were done.
And who's to say practice makes perfect?
They packed 2 weeks of practice into 3 days here. Short dribbling kick. They should let it go out of bounds, but it ain't. It's a free ball. It might be late. It's a free ball. Can you believe this? 63.
Oh, my goodness.
Nobody has to touch it. It went to 10 yards.
Oh, it's a free ball after 10 yards. Gaylord St. Mary's. Who are they? They did not pick up the ball. They
wanted it to go out of bounds for the penalty. The ball was rolling dead. Waiting for it to go out of bounds, and along comes Barkel, and he jumps on the football. It goes 10 yards. It's a free ball.
Lake Linden has the ball. Oh, how about that?
Save your voice, Tim. We need it for the second half.
On the 25-yard line. Here's the keep left side. Londo keeping it, and he's tripped up over the 20 down into the 18-yard line.
My voice will be fine. I don't believe it.
I've never seen a play like that ever in all the years of covering high school football. You know, you see the onside kick. People tend to forget that, you know,
after 10 yards,
it's still a free ball.
It's a free ball. It's anybody's ball.
Gain of 7 on the play. And Gaylord was waiting for the ball to go on a bounce. They wanted the penalty.
That's over. Second down and 3. Let's see what happens here. 9 minutes left to play in the second quarter.
And the quarterback, Lando, off to Gillis. He pulls his way down inside the 15-yard line. Looks like it could be a first down, but there's a penalty on the play.
Oh, it probably on Gaylord. Looks like it's against Gaylord.
It is. There's an injured player on the field on Gaylord's team. That's number 60, Darryl Kosilniak. And the Lakes, man in motion to the left. Here's a pitch out left side, Gillis. Gillis looking for the end zone, and did he make it? He's in. He was tackled on the 12-yard line, and he dove the final 2 yards. He was tackled on the 2, and he just tripped. He changed direction. He didn't go out of bounds. He went towards the end zone.
Perfectly forward, put his body straight forward, and went in the end zone. Touchdown, Lake Linden.
Believe it here this afternoon. Everyone is just stunned. The Cinderella, Lake Linden Lakes have a 20-0 lead over the first place in Region 4, Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds. Mark Gillis just scored on a 7-yard run, and he scored earlier on a 15-yard run. And the
Gillis went off. He's limping over there. He's limping, but we're thinking it's a sprained ankle, I think, isn't it? Okay, we've got the spotter up here from Lake Linden Lakes, and it's a sprained ankle. It's a sprained ankle, so, oh boy. Let's I mean, of course, we're glad it's not a broken ankle, but he's the workhorse for the Lake Linden Lakes. They're on top 20-0.
That could have happened when he was tackled around the ankles there, and then he turned and lunged towards the end zone. He may have twisted it at that time.
That was the play that did it.
They're going for the 2-point conversion. They're not going to make it this time. So we'll take a break here with 8:39 left in the first half. The score is Lake Linden 20 and Gaylord St. Mary's nothing. Will be
Okay, the report, Mark Gillis is going to be okay. In the first half already, 12 carries, 108 yards for Mark Gillis.
Can you believe it? 108 yards.
That's
20 points on the board.
The first quarter.
Yeah.
And Gillis is back out on the defense here.
Okay, good to hear. There he is. That is linebacker spot, defensive back. He's okay.
Here's the pitch out right side. The ball carrier for Gaylord, number 14, Kosilniak, who finds a little bit of running rope. He's forced out of bounds at about the 38-yard line.
Okay, let's not get comfortable here with that 20-0 lead. This is the number 1 ranked Gaylord St. Mary's in this region. So Lake Linden's got their work cut out for them. It's great to be on top, 20-0, but let's not put this one away, Norm. There's 8 minutes and 15 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
We have nearly 3 quarters of the ball game to go yet.
That's
6-yard gain on the play, second and 4. The ball at the 35-yard line. First and 10. Mike Carroll making the tackle. First and 10.
Okay, that's what we've got to watch out for here. We know they're a good team. Why would they be where they are? You know, Lake Linden, surprisingly, in all honesty, in front, 20-0.
Gain of 13 on the play. It's the first and 10.
Here come the Snowbirds.
Pitch out to the left side. They spell that one. Kosilniak, the ball carrier. He's brought down in the backfield. He's going to lose about 4 on the play as he's brought down at the 45-yard line.
Oh, Jimmy Keranen, 5'9", 138 pounds, took care of him.
Loss of 3, and this is what they need. The Lakes have the momentum going for them with the 20-0 lead, but they've got to continue to play big defense and stop the Gaylord St. Mary attack, which is very, very strong. They're not 9-0 by playing just fancy schools.
That's right, and they played some bigger schools than they are, so Lake Linden may be out in front, but they've got to hold on to everything they have here.
Calling the signals, no act. Here's a fake reverse. He keeps the football, crosses the line of scrimmage, and he gets back to about the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The play did not develop. Screen pass, it's complete, and it's close to a first down. Let's see what
I think he's got it. It's going to be real close. Oh, short. They spotted it. Look where they spotted it. My goodness.
The pass to Dwayne Kashilniak.
No, sir. No, sir. They turned the ball over. That was fourth down. That was fourth down.
It was close to the first down, but they did not make it. And the Lakes take over. 1st and 10. That's got to be a 1-yard play. That's what it turned out to be, a 1-yard catch. And now Lake Linden has the ball on their own 44-yard line. A 1st and 10. 6 minutes left to play in the second quarter. They lead 20-0. And remember that play, because that was a big defensive play for the Lakes.
It certainly was. That
stops at 5 on the play, 4.5 minutes left. We're in the second quarter. And the Lakes are going to have to give up the football. Gillis back to punt. He'll be standing inside his own 20.
All right.
Punt off at about the 20-yard line. He's standing at his own 15 now. And we need a good snap here. The snap is low, but Gillis has it. Gets the play. And it's picked off by number 14. That's Kashilniak. Finds the running room across the 50 down to the 47 before he's brought down by number 40 of the Lakes, Bob Bingham.
Okay, real decent field position here for Gaylord St. Mary's. Probably the best they've had all afternoon starting off this drive.
I was talking to Bingham's dad prior to game time. Bingham missed 6 weeks with a bad knee. He says, just don't call him Bingham.
Bingham. Bingham.
That's the way it lead to nothing. Lake Linden is out in front. 3:20 to halftime. Very important now the Lakes shore up their defense.
That's right.
Late in the first half.
Keep them off the board. That's the name of the game here.
Hand off right side. Good for a yard is O'Neill, and that's it before he's brought down, making an ankle tackle with number 75. And that's Jason Mack on the ankle tackle.
And the ankle tackle?
How do you make an ankle tackle?
Hey, did you see it?
No, he didn't. He was looking at his papers. You know, he thinks it's easy to sit up here and talk all day long. Ankle tackle. We knew what you meant. Hey, well, I did anyway.
That's what I'm going to call it from now on, an ankle tankle.
And they got him, and they stopped him, and he picked up a couple.
I got a new one for hockey, too. Holy moly, what a goalie.
There we go.
Right side. And maybe back to the line of
they stopped him.
Steve Nowak.
Lost the yards on that one. Has to be.
So we have 2:30, and he did not get forced out of bounds because the clock is going. 2:20 now left, and it's going to be a 3rd and about 11.
Lake Linden on top, 20-0 over Gaylord St. Mary's. The Snowbirds
lost of 5 on the play. They need a big defensive play here. There's no way that the Snowbirds are going to cough up the football now. They're not going to punt, so they have 2 chances to go the 12 yards they need. Here's a handoff right side, finding a little running room is Kashilniak.
Nice run.
He moves his way down inside of the 20 or 30-yard line to about the 29. That'll bring up a 4th down and about 8.
And you got to believe they're going to keep the ball, of course. They're not going to punt it away. Clock is running with 1 minute and 45 seconds left to play before halftime. Lake Linden on top, 20-0. The Snowbirds being dunked in the lake here.
4th and 7, they call it now, with 1:30 left to play. And let's see what they come up with here. A big 4th down play for both teams. The Lakes out in front, 20-0. We're late in the first half. Here's a reverse double. Coming around the left side is Kumbach.
Lake Linden snowed it all the way. How about that? Robbie Kopp, and a host of tacklers. Robbie Kopp, the first one in there. Caught him.
Oh, they just smelled that thing happening. It was...
What pursuit by the Lake Linden Hubbell Lake.
There you go, pursuit. That was the key word right there that you used, Tim. The clock has stopped on the field. There's a minute and 15 seconds left. The Lakes are out in front 20-0. We're late in the first half. It's a 1st and 10. The ball is marked on the 36-yard line.
The clock.
The pass. They're not going to settle. There's a pass upfield. It's complete. At the 30. The 25 is Mike Carroll. I can't believe it. The signals for the Lakes. Back to pass again. Here's the pass, and it goes out of bounds. Off left side, finding some running room. And the ball. Touchdown. Touchdown. Oh, there's a flag on the play.
They're going to do it anyway. They're going to try.
There's a pass up the middle. It's complete. And there's a fumble on Rondo. Going deep, and this one's going to be picked off on the 25-yard line. So the first half is over here from Newberry, and we'll be back with our halftime show. The score at halftime is Lake Linden 20 and Gaylord St. Mary's nothing.
It's been pretty much a penalty-free game. We haven't seen any bad penalties. You see a few offside, stuff like that. No face mask. No unsportsmanlike conduct. But Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds are just stunned. Just stunned.
First and 15 for the Lakes at the 43-yard line. Hondo calling the signal. Man in motion. Slowly moves up the middle. Second man through. An opening for Cuff. Cuff fights his way to first down territory at the 41.
You could have driven a Mack truck through that hole. Did they open up the right side of that line?
They send a man in motion who becomes the blocker. He comes right up to the quarterback. Then he cuts. And Cuff follows him right through the line. And like you say, he could have driven a Mack truck.
Oh, wow. Well, we had the Gaylord St. Mary's principal over here during the halftime show. And that's what he said, that they're just amazed by this Lake Linden offense.
Well, they're bringing the chains in to see Robbie Cuff taking that ball 15 yards, and he's got the first down.
Bill likes calling him, and he's right again.
Very seldom wrong.
Well, what? Calling the first down to me.
Well, this time they didn't believe me. They brought the chains all the way on.
So, I mean, you don't have that much time.
But he was moving, but he knows enough to fall forward and picked up 4 yards.
And here's the man in motion. This could be a play to Cup again. There's it's a keeper this time. Justin Gillis across the 30, and he's forced out of bounds. Almost everything happened on that play.
Call that one, Norm. Call that one again.
Well, first, they send the man in motion to the blocker, right? Last time it was Cup, followed the blocker through. Like you say, they could have driven a Mack truck through there. This time they send him through. Second man through. Londo still has the ball. Now Londo decides to run around the left end. Yes? No. He pitches out to Gillis. And a gain of 9. Talk about a very
what a handy quarterback he is. You know, he's got the ball, there's people chasing him, and then he pitches himself to Gillis.
My, oh my.
Okay, we like this Lake Linden team. There's no question about that. Just under 7 minutes left to play. Lake Linden on top, 20-0 over the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds.
And they have the ball on the 30-yard line of Gaylord. And there's a handoff to Gillis. He's stacked up at the line. He's not going to get anything on that. He is met by about 4 or 5 Snowbirds. He still picked up 2.
Oh, yeah. There had to be 5 people on his back, and he's up, and he's moving.
Give him a 1 gain of 11 on the play.
So that's the first down. Clock is running. 6 minutes, just a little over 6 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Lake Linden on top by 20. 20-0.
Ball at the 19-yard line. Here's a handoff, right side. Cup, goal! Touchdown! What a run! And not a flag on the field. He went to the right side, turned directions, cut up the middle, weaved his way through, found every opening there was, and bang into the end.
Robbie Cuff. Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds are stunned. They're standing on the sidelines, hands on their hips. They don't know what to think.
A 19-yard run for Robbie Cuff, who's having himself, indeed, a fine afternoon, as is Gillis and Londo and this whole Lake Linden squad right now.
Okay.
26-0. Let's see, they're going to go for the 2 points. Londo, the quarterback for the Lakes. Man in motion to the right. There's a pitch out to Gillis, and he end zone. Over a would-be tackler. It is good. A big 2-point conversion. It's unbelievable.
Do you believe this?
It's unbelievable. We'll take a break here. We'll be back in a moment. 5:52 left in the third quarter. The Cinderella Lake Linden Hubbell Lakes 28 and Gaylord St. Mary's nothing. Back to the handoff right side. Gain for about a yard, and that is it. Number 14, the ball carrier, Dwayne Kushniliak. And he gains a yard, and that's all. Not even a yard, but they're going to call it a yard. Second, they're not. They're going to call it no gain. Second and 10.
No gain. James Keranen, 25, 5'9", 138 pounds, took him to the turf.
138 pounds.
138 pounds.
Stomping.
Lake Linden, Lake Hubbell. The Lakes are taking it to the Snowbirds.
That's unbelievable. 28-0. Back in the pocket, the pass is Nowak. Passing to the left side. It's off. It's intercepted by number 32, Robbie Cobb.
Is that for sure? Is it theirs? It is.
The Lake Linden Hubbell Lakes Lakes have just intercepted a no-whack pass. Robbie Cup with a, he just came out of nowhere.
I don't want
out of nowhere.
I don't want to jinx this Lake Linden team. I don't want to do it. There's 4 minutes and 51 seconds left to play. We're going to tell them right now, we're going to follow this team as far as they go. And that's it.
There's 4.5 minutes left in the third quarter.
Thanks, Bill.
2nd and 9, but it's...
The momentum is just here with the Lakes. I mean, they've just taken care of this Gaylord team. I know there's plenty of time left. You just feel good about this Lakes team, and they look good. They look real good.
Ray Londo, the quarterback, calling the signals. Hand off to Gillis. Follows his blocking for a tough 4 or 5 yards. They're out down at about the 32-yard line of the Snowbirds. The Snowbirds. Gillis again loses his helmet. We have an official timeout here for a little equipment adjustment.
Well, he's just fixing that thing. That's
he's not picking it up and going back in the backfield and fixing it. He's fixing it right in front of the Gaylord defense.
Putting armor back on the tank.
I love it. Putting armor back. He picked up a couple of yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 4th and short yardage. The ball is marked inside of the 30-yard line at the 29.
Okay, clock is running. Just over 3 minutes left to play, and you know Lake Linden's going for it. They're calling it 4th and 1.
Gain of 4 in the play for Cup. What a day he and Gillis have had, and Londo calling the signals.
Okay, be nice to see him pick this one up.
Right side, Gillis dives for the first down.
No problem. Up over the top. This is like watching NFL.
That's all he wanted. That's all he wanted was the first down, because he dove like he was diving for the end zone.
I mean, I hate to talk about it. I hate to even mention it. Just think if Lake Linden did make it. They did make it. They are here. What a fine football team.
Well, like Coach Warner said the other day when I talked to him, he says, this is where we deserve to be. We deserve to be in the playoffs.
And they're here. They're playing the #1 ranked team in their division. And they're ahead 28-0. They have the ball. There's 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
Fake handoff. Londo keeps it, fights off one tackler, and then he's brought down. And it's going to be a loss on the play. He's knocked back down at his own 30-yard line. 28-0 with just over 2 minutes and counting left to play here in the third quarter. What does St. Mary's have had the ball once in this third quarter?
That's right.
And that's
one time. Yep.
So it's ball control for the Lake Linden Lakes. 2nd down and 11. 12, let's call it. Man in motion to the right. Londo fakes a pitch out. Hands off the Cup. Up the middle for a gain of about 7.
Boy, that Cup's a nice runner, huh? He pushed her way down there.
A beautiful fake in the backfield.
Sure was.
Londo faked the pitch out.
They're executing as well as can be expected for a high school team. It's picture perfect out there.
They've only had 3 days of practice.
But were they fired up? Boy, when we called Lake Linden High School, when we heard about this, people were calling the radio station, wanting to know what's going on. We didn't know. We were the first media to know, to tell you the truth. We were the first ones to find out about it. And you went and called what, the Michigan Athletic Association?
I talked to the communications department down there, John Johnson. He says, how did you find out?
Yeah, you confirmed it, and
gain of 9 on the play. Here's Gillis, second man through. He stopped. Can he fall forward for another yard or so? Let's see. It'll bring up a 4th down now, I think. Yeah, it'll bring up a 4th, a gain maybe of a yard on the play, and that is it.
It's taking that entire Snowbird defense to stop Gillis.
It's a minute left, 50 seconds to be exact here in the third quarter, and St. Mary's has had the football on one occasion.
Yeah.
And you can't score when you don't have the football.
That's right. Ball control, keep it on the ground, and that's exactly what Lake Linden is doing. It's 4th down and 2 yards to go.
28-0. The Lake Linden Hubbell Lakes out in front. Big play here. Second man through, Cup, and he fights his way inside the 19-yard line. No, it's down around the 15-yard line.
Going to be close. Let's see.
Oh, he's got a first down. There's no question about that.
Well, I thought I'd question it.
Yeah, you know, the yard marker we can't see down there. I was looking on this side, and I see where the ball is down in the 15. I looked on the other side where he had to go, and it looked like he was about 3 or 4 yards over, but we can't see the yard markers.
Well, how about that?
Obliterated.
Clock is running with 10 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Lake Linden on top, 28-0.
They've had the ball the entire quarter.
Oh, what a pitch out to
Gillis. Gillis Up the middle. Fights his way. Still on his feet. Again. Touchdown. Unbelievable.
Oh, my. Can you believe it?
Stunning. Stunning.
I can't believe it. I mean, we've seen Lake Linden a few times this year. We knew they were good. This is the best I've ever seen them. No
He was
question about
hit
that.
2 or 3 times. He just fought him off, and he charged into the end zone, untouched, on his feet, and the Lake Linden Lakes have moved out in front, 34-0.
We're smiling.
And now they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Man in motion is Cuff. Londo hands it off, left side, and it's good. Goes the ball carrier, number 35. Cuff, the ball carrier.
So with no time remaining in the third quarter, Lake Linden Lakes make the touchdown good and the 2-point conversion.
Cuff was the man in motion. The handoff went to Dan Schmidt.
Oh, give Schmidt the 2 points. Therefore, it makes it
36-0. We'll be right back here at Newberry. Playoff action to score after 3 quarters of play is Lake Linden Hubbell 36, Gaylord St. Mary's nothing. And for Gaylord.
Well, what can we say? What can we say? Lake Linden Lakes 36, Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds being dunked in the lake.
I'll tell you,
36 zip.
You tell me if you can find an outstanding player on that Lake Linden club. You can't today.
Oh, everyone's
You can't
the
pick one
offensive
player.
line is
You
blowing
can't
them
pick
out.
one player.
Defense is stopping them,
Defense.
obviously.
Back in the pocket, the pass, and it's incomplete. And Steve Nowak, the quarterback. You deserting me over there?
The Snowbirds have their backs against the wall now. There's no, it's a full quarter to play, but they're down by 36 points against this tough Lake Linden team. What are they going to do? They're going to have to, pull out all their guns and go for it. And you know what that means? They're going to put the ball in the air. They're going to try different types of plays. They have to change their game plan.
I wasn't trying to desert you. I was trying to add up the Lake Linden yards, but I just thought I can't count that high.
Quarterback keeper Nowak, nice run. Traces his way across the 40-yard line to the 41 before he's brought down. That's going to be short of a first down, however, but got a little bit of daylight.
I'm surprised, Norm, that Gaylord hasn't cracked a big one here. Not a big pass, not a big running play, not a spectacular play. You know they've had to do something all year long to be like this.
Gain of 7 there. They've been stunned so much today that they've been taking off their game plan. They were able to follow it the first 2 series of plays that they had the ball in the first quarter. From then on, no,
that was it.
That's it.
Lake Linden took it to him.
That's it. The Lakes have come up with the big plays defensively, offensively, outstanding.
36-0.
Obviously, at halftime, the Snowbirds have not been able to identify and thwart that offensive thrust that the Lakes have had here all afternoon. Up the middle, left side now, rushed by number 14, and that's Kazmiliak. And
he, again, deviating from their game plan. They have no choice. Quarterback on his back.
Anybody interested? Gaylord minus 2 yards in the third quarter.
That was their stats?
Minus 2 yards.
Well, there's credit. There's Lake Linden D right there.
I guess a 9-0 team.
Yeah. I mean, we know they're a good team. They were number 1. Number 1 plays number 4. Lake Linden squeaks in at number 4 and taking it to them.
Unbelievable. It's just, I guess, we just can't.
I mean, we're not putting this one in the bank yet, but we're half.
Well, I'm putting it in the bank.
And Nowak, the man in motion. Up the left side, it's Gillis. Fights his way close to a first down.
Well, he's still banging it out there. He puts his head down, shoulder pads down. He just bulls ahead, and he knocked over a couple more Snowbirds on that one.
He's tough, isn't he? He is tough. He is a mean kid.
Now, you got to wonder if Warner isn't going to start substituting here a little bit. 36-0, 6 minutes left to play in this game.
Gain of 3 on the play. It'll bring a 3rd and 1, and I want to know what they feed those kids in Lake Linden Hubbell.
Ooh.
Huh?
Ooh. They don't feed them that, though.
Wheaties, lots of Wheaties.
What a tough football team.
Oh, they're looking great today.
Handoff, left side, running room, Gillis, and he almost broke it open. He's brought down at the 34-yard line. 1 man to go, and he would have been gone off to the races. The rain is still coming down. The flag, look at the flag. I don't know if it's just soaking wet and that's why it's lit, or there is no wind out there to speak of. Here comes a whole new unit.
There we go. Here's white jerseys. White jerseys everywhere for Lake Linden. Here comes
Lake Linden fans give
there we go.
Standing ovation to their Lake Linden Hubbell Lakes, who are in the process of stunning the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds here this afternoon. So we got a whole new crew out there. We're going to try to pick them up for you. Who's calling the signals there?
15.
Kukkonen. There's a handoff left side. And that's John Beveridge, the ball carrier. Or is that number 22? That's Jamie Wiles. And he picked up about 4 yards on the play.
Okay, we got all white jerseys in there for the Lake Linden Lakes. We've got young Eric Kukkonen. He's a sophomore, 5'11", 160 pounds, in at the quarterback position. Well, this tells you that Warner figures this one's put away at 36 to zip with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to play.
Kukkonen, the sophomore quarterback, drops the ball, picks it up, and has the smart to get a couple of yards gain out of the play.
How about that? Bad exchange from center, understandable. You know, they've been on the sidelines this whole game. He's a sophomore, bad exchange. Yeah, bad snap. He grabs the ball and runs forward.
Yeah, and he picked up a couple of yards. It'll bring up a 3rd and 7. Or, I'm sorry, a 3rd and 4. 4-yard pickup on that play. It ends up a 2-yard pickup for Kukkonen. A whole new unit offensively for the Lake Linden Lakes with just over 4 minutes remaining in this football game this afternoon from Newberry. And there's a pitch out from Kukkonen to the right side. And it's Jamie Wiles across the 40, knocked out of bounds. And he's got it up for a first down, I do believe.
Jamie Wiles, he's a sophomore. He was just scooting out there. He had his hand out there like he was going to start stiff-arming people.
Sophomore quarterback comes in, takes the snap from center. Pitches out, a nice pitch out to Wiles. Wiles cut around the end for a 4-yard pickup and a first down. Ball is marked at the 40-yard line.
Both those guys together don't weigh as much as Bill Lavis Sr.
The Lake Linden Hubbell Lakes on their own 40. 4 minutes and 6 seconds left to play in this football game. It is 36-0. Kukkonen says, I want you in the backfield.
Yeah, get over there. Everybody wants to play.
Hey, nice Kukkonen. Nice handoff.
That's all right.
And stopped at the line of scrimmage. The ball carrier, number 30, Ed Marcotte. Kukkonen knew where he should be, though. He said, hey, get back there.
Yeah, I don't know if he's the backup quarterback or what. I mean, he's on the varsity. He's in grade 10. I'm assuming that's Phil Kukkonen's kid. I'm a friend of the family. I don't know Eric, but I know the rest of the family. And, yeah, what a heady ball player.
Oh, my goodness, in order.
No gain for Marcotte on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Okay, clock's running. 3 minutes and 38 seconds left to play.
It shows you that the guy stands on the sidelines and watches the first-string quarterback and keeps in the ball game with every play. He knows his play calling. He went in there, and he knows where everybody is supposed to be.
Hey, what a treat for these guys. What a treat for these guys playing in a game like this, huh?
A playoff game.
A sophomore.
Here's Kukkonen. Handoff left side, and fighting for a couple of tough yards is number 45 for the Lakes. That's Craig Rowe.
He's a sophomore. What am I looking at this list here for? Warner out there running sophomores, and they're all over the place, and they're doing a nice job.
Yeah, real nice. They picked up a first down.
Again?
Kukkonen doing the job. Second string quarterback here. Just under 3 minutes left to play. 36-0 is the score. Here's a pitch out left side. Number 22, Wiles. He finds his way to another first down at the mid-yard, 50-yard marker.
I can't believe this. Is this?
Well, now St. Mary's is sending in some.
Hey, I've got to say hi to Nell and Warren Hartley down in Lake Linden. The spotters up here in the booth. He's been giving us scoop all day, and that's their boy. He's right next to us here.
Wow.
And we're saying hi to them.
I always say hi to everybody in Lake Linden. And I'll tell you,
Lake Linden, thank you.
Hey, this isn't Lake Linden Hubbell this afternoon. This is the Copper Country this afternoon. This is the UP this afternoon.
UP football.
Oh, they're calling it 4th down and a foot.
Oh, I thought he had a first down on that. Let's see what they do. Quarterback keeper. Oh, he's good for about 4 yards. Look at that Lake Linden bench over there. They're just cheering on that second unit, and that second unit's going to feel part of this game this afternoon.
What a fun trip back to Lake Linden this is going to be. Now, where do we go next?
Kukkonen gain of 4 on the play.
Okay, the next game's going to be in Escanaba.
No, the next game is St. Ignace next Saturday on the 12th. St. Ignace.
Well, that's where, when is St. Ignace is playing, too, in St. Ignace.
Right.
On Friday, probably.
Escanaba, Lake's spotter saying Escanaba, so...
Hand off left. Number 30, the ball carrier, Ed Marcotte. And he's...
Flag on the play.
Again, there's a flag on the play, a gain of about 8 on it.
I don't know if the flag means anything, but the spotter, Mr. Hartley here, told me it's Escanaba. He's getting it from the bench. So we'll be in Escanaba next week, I imagine. We'll have to wait and see.
Confirm everything later. 1:39 left. It's just amazing the way the Lakes continue to run the football. It's just amazing the way they have taken control here. This second unit pushing St. Mary's all over the field.
The second unit. And the St. Mary's team has got the dirty jerseys out there. They're still playing their first stringers. I mean, I'm not taking away anything from Lake Linden. They're playing sophomores out there, and they're taking it to them. It's 36-0. Unbelievable. It's just
starting to rain a little bit harder here this afternoon, and there's a first down as a penalty is marched off against the Snowbirds.
Has not dampened the spirits of the Lake Linden Hubbell Lakes.
This drive, I think, started about their own 30-yard line with the second unit in there, and they marched down to the 32-yard line of the Snowbirds.
I mean, an entire second unit, and just a whole unit came on there.
The whole team, all 11, you bet. And cooking and cooking.
There's credit to coaching there.
Job. Pitch out left side. Wiles running room. Down inside the 20 to the 15-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds.
They want a touchdown. They want a touchdown. The second unit in clean jerseys is coming out there, and they want to score against this number 1 St. Mary's Gaylord Snowbirds.
Who was that? That was Wiles again.
16 yards.
And he's come in there. He's picked up he's got about 30 or 40 yards rushing.
He's going to have impressive stats. What can I say? The Snowbirds have been dunked in the lake.
And the ball is on the 15-yard line of Gaylord St. Mary. It's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff, a bobbling fumble, and it's picked up in midair, and he just kept going with it, number 22, Wiles. He fumbled the ball, and he just kept, he said, I don't care, I'm going to keep going, and the ball will follow me.
Well, when things go right, they go right.
He picked up 5 on the play, and he fumbled the ball as he went in through the line.
Clock is running.
50 seconds left to play, and this one is going to be history.
I'm
not that excited, am I?
I can't believe Lake Linden's going to call a timeout or anything.
Well,
flag on the play.
Wiles running going to be against Lake Linden, but spinning and turning his way down inside the 5 before he's thrown out of bounds was Wiles again, but there's going to be a penalty on Lake Linden. Usually when you send in a fresh unit like that, you're going to get a lot of penalties. That's about the only one that they've had.
First one. And how many first downs? 3 or 4?
Hey, you know what this is telling us?
Yeah, wait till next year. But we're not going to wait till next year. This is this year. Lake Linden, and this is the pre-regionals. You said give me 2 minutes, you'll come up with a better name.
I'll tell you. Yeah, I'm calling it, what did I say?
You said you'll come up with a better name.
Give me 2 more minutes.
Well, we have 37 seconds left to play here.
This is not the real regionals. Real regionals next week, huh?
Okay, well, wait till next week, and we'll have the answer from this week.
Regional 1.
And you get nothing from Weber's this week. Just a victory for the Lake Linden Hubbell Lakes.
I'm impressed. One of the finest coaches in the state of Michigan.
I'm going to try and go down there and see if he'll come up to the press box.
And a keeper running room. Down close to the goal line, the fumble on the play.
15 seconds left in the ball game.
Buchanan kept the football himself, and I thought he was going to reach for pay dirt.
Okay, Lake Linden keeps the ball.
Lake Linden keeps the ball with 15 seconds left. You're right, they're hungry. They want to get on the board.
I don't think Coach Warner is sending in anything. He's letting them go. He said, if you guys can do it, do it.
This drive started on their own inside their own 30-yard line with a fresh 11 guys on the field. Time is running short, and they're going to get it off. 1 second left. They get the pass off. It's the Buchanan. He's going to try for the end zone, and he fumbles the ball out of bounds.
Oh, it's over.
He did not make the over. But the game is over.
It's over.
It's all over. And the Lake Linden Hubbell Lakes mob each other down on the field. And look at that second unit. They were just thrilled to move the football like they did. And they almost put it in the end zone on that last play. And it's all over here this afternoon. We'll be right back to tell you about a stunning upset, if you will, here at Newberry this afternoon. The final score, the Lakeland and Hubbell Lakes 36 and the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds nothing. Okay, we're back here at Newberry. You might want to check, Brian, if you can, the Bark River Harris Crystal Falls Forest Park game is on somewhere in the UP this afternoon, and see if we can get a score for you on that. Very important, of course, because that's who the Lakes will probably be playing, next, the winner of that game, Crystal Falls Forest Park and Bark River. And whatever, it's going to be certainly a tough football game. They faced an undefeated team here this afternoon, 9-0 on the season. The Lakes had put away their football equipment, and they did some practicing talking to Coach Warner, but when they found out that they were not going to be into the playoffs initially, they put away the equipment, and they took the air of the footballs, and they exchanged the football uniforms for hockey uniforms and skates, and they began their hockey season. And lo and behold, at the last minute, the tentative rankings came out. They were not finalized until Wednesday. That's the way it works. And they found out that the fourth-place team, Atlanta, had an opponent who played an extra game not reported previously to the Michigan High School Athletic Association. Therefore, it was not in their computer. When they threw the results into the computer of that game, it knocked Atlanta, which had been in fourth place, by about 44 hundredths of a percentage point over the fifth-place Lakeland and Hubbell Lakes. It knocked them to fifth place. It put the Lakes into the playoffs in fourth place. And here they are this afternoon at Newberry, just stunning the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds. Final score 36-0. Billy Ladd?
Well, I just don't know what to do. I'm so excited. This is just, it's thrilling. Just a quick look at the statistics and a couple of key mentions. Lake Linden, 65 yards in the air to 62 for Gaylord St. Mary's. Gaylord St. Mary's, 75 yards on the ground, 30 carries. Lake Linden Lakes, 50 carries, 305 yards unofficially.
Unbelievable.
24 rushes, 141 yards for Mark Gillis. 5 rushes for 37 yards for Jamie Wiles, who came in the fourth quarter. Robbie Cuff, 8 rushes, 53 yards. What are you going to do? It's just fantastic. For those of you who weren't listening, we could recap the scoring. In the first quarter...
For those of you who weren't listening, shame on you.
Yeah, you missed the dandy. For people in the audience that were thinking, well, Lake Linden got in, but they're going to play the number one team, and they're going to get their butt kicked. And I heard a lot of that during the week. And I said, you can't call it. This is an excellent football team. It's an excellent representative of the area, and we really put it to them.
Well, I talked to Jack St. Andre, and thank you very much, Jack, for the use of your facilities here from WMDI BY radio. And he got here. He was at a meeting. He got here, and the score was 28-0. He says, boy, he looked at the scoreboard when he walked in. He says, Gaylord must really just be pounding him, 28-0. And he looked again. By the way, hey, this is Lakeland and Hubbell that's leading 28-0. And he was stunned. They just stunned everybody at the stadium here this afternoon. And quite frankly, I'm stunned too.
Well, a little recap of the scoring in the first quarter at 7:45. Robbie Cuff bowling in from 7 yards out. The conversion pass failed, making the score 6-0. In the second quarter, 2:11. Mark Gillis, the beginning of a fine day, 15-yard run. Londo to Peril for the two-point conversion, the score 14-0. Then came the mysterious kickoff. Lake Linden's ensuing kickoff. The Gaylord people waiting for the ball to bounce out of bounds. They were waiting. The ball was rolling slowly, and it was recovered by Dan Bartel. Gave the Lakes the ball back, and Gillis went in from 7 yards out, making the score 20-0 at halftime. Robbie Cuff, 19-yard run in the third quarter. Gillis with the run for the conversion, 28-0. And as time ran out in the third quarter, Mark Gillis again with his third touchdown of the game, 15-yard run. Schmidt ran for the two-point conversion, making the final score 36-0.
And that is the final score, Norm. I just talked with Coach Ron Warner over at the locker room. He's on his way up here. He's got to come further than Gillis ran all day, but he said, I'm going into the locker room and talk with the kids. And that's the important thing right there. He looked at me. He knows who we are. And he said, yeah, I'll be with you, but the first thing I'm going to do is go into that locker room and talk to those boys. But Coach Warner is going to be with us shortly.
He's coming right.